The long journey of little Elias. In a quiet village, at the edge of a great forest, lived a little boy named Elias. He was gentle, curious, and always asked questions about the world. At night, he loved to watch the stars twinkle above. But one evening, something strange happened. As Elias gazed at the sky, the bright light of the moon flickered, then disappeared completely. Darkness covered the land, and the villagers gathered in fear. "The moon has been stolen," whispered the elders. "Without its light, the nights will grow colder, and shadows will wander freely." Though Elias was small, he felt a brave stirring in his heart. "If the moon is gone, I will find it," he said quietly. He took a lantern, a small piece of bread, and began a journey that would change him forever. The Whispering Forest. Elias first entered the Whispering Forest, where tall trees leaned close, their branches like arms. "No one may pass," the forest sighed, "unless they wait for our song." Elias tried to walk quickly, but roots twisted around his feet. He grew frustrated. Then he remembered his grandmother's words. "Patience opens doors that force cannot." So he sat beneath a great oak and listened. Hours passed. Finally, the wind carried a soft melody through the leaves. The trees swayed in rhythm, and the path cleared. Elias bowed politely. "Thank you," he whispered, realizing patience had given him the way forward. The Talking Lake. After many hours, Elias reached the Talking Lake. Its surface shimmered with faces, and voices bubbled from the waves. "Cross us if you dare," they growled. Elias stepped onto a stone, but the water splashed angrily. "You are too small. Turn back!" Fear pricked his heart. But Elias knelt by the shore. "Dear lake," he said kindly, "I do not wish to fight. Please, help me on my journey." His gentle words softened the waves. The waters rose, forming a glowing bridge of silver that carried him across. Elias learned that kindness could calm even the stormiest hearts. The Garden of Fading Flowers. Beyond the lake lay a garden once bright with color, now filled with wilting flowers. Their voices were faint. "We are fading," they sighed. "No one cares for us anymore." Elias bent down, touching their dry petals. He could not make them bloom by force, but he remembered the warmth of his own smile. He whispered to them, telling stories of his village, of children playing and laughter under the sun. Slowly, the flowers lifted their heads. Soft colors returned. "Thank you, little one," they whispered. Elias had learned the power of compassion to give without asking anything in return. The dancing clouds climbing higher. Elias entered the dancing clouds, swirling in a stormy sky. Lightning cracked. "Dance with us or fall," they roared. The winds pulled at him, trying to throw him down. Fear surged in his chest, but Elias closed his eyes, breathed deeply, and steadied himself. Instead of resisting, he moved slowly, swaying with the rhythm of the storm. His self-control turned fear into grace. The clouds laughed with delight and lifted him higher, carrying him closer to the mountains where the moon once shone. The Mountain of Echoes. At last, Elias reached the Mountain of Echoes. Every word he spoke bounced back louder. "Go home! Go home!" the mountain thundered, mocking his small voice. Elias felt a sting of shame, but then he stopped fighting the echoes. He listened. He realized the mountain was not cruel. It simply repeated what it was given. So Elias whispered softly, "I am brave. I will continue." And the mountain replied gently, "Brave, continue." With acceptance, Elias passed through. learning that the world often mirrors what we carry inside. The Cave of Shadows. Finally, Elias entered a dark cave where the moon's light was trapped inside a crystal. A tall shadow stood guard, whispering, "The light is mine. You are too weak to take it." Elias's heart pounded, but he did not draw back. He looked at the shadow with calm eyes and said, "If you need darkness, you may keep it, but the light must be shared with all." The shadow trembled. No one had ever spoken to it with such gentleness. Slowly, it released the crystal. A beam of silver light burst forth, soaring into the sky. The moon returned, brighter than ever. The returned Elias walked home under the shining moon. The villagers cheered, calling him a hero. But Elias only smiled. He had discovered something greater than the moon's return. Patience had opened the forest. Kindness had calmed the lake. Compassion had healed the garden. Self-control had guided him through the clouds. Acceptance had carried him across the mountain. And in the cave, he had learned the greatest truth of all. Real strength does not come from force or cleverness, but from the light already shining inside the heart. From that night on, whenever the villagers looked at the moon, they remembered the little boy who taught them that the strongest power of all is a calm and gentle spirit.